As the saying goes, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Find that link and you could break the entire chain. But this concept doesn't only apply to inanimate objects, it also applies to people as well. And no one can escape from it or avoid using it at some point in their lifetime. For instance, if a child notices that all they have to do is cry, pout, or throw a tantrum to get what they want, they will use that weak point of their parents to have their way because they realize that even if their parents say no to them, it doesn't matter since they understand exactly which weak point to target to get what they want. We all have our weak points, but in life, if we truly want to be successful, we must either overcome those weak points or try to conceal them. Sometimes it's hard to keep that poker face up and running all the time. There's bound to be a falter somewhere along the line. And that falter could be all someone needs to work their way into your heart and mind and manipulate you. Therefore, the best option for you would be to make your weak point strong. And how do you do that? Well, it's been said that the greatest conquest is not that of vast lands or nations, but the conquest of oneself. You must discover what is the form of human weakness that stops you from achieving your fullest potential in life. This can be in the form of an imbalance in attributes such as vanity, lust, anger, laziness, cowardice, envy, jealousy, or even an imbalance in love, patience, kindness, and compassion. It doesn't matter if the attributes are good or bad. You need to maintain a balance in them both. I'm sure you're wondering, why would you need to have a balance in your positive attributes? Aren't you supposed to have an abundance of it? Of course not. In everything, and I mean in every single thing that you do, there needs to be some sort of balance. One attribute, whether good or bad, will always be more dominant than its opposite. But the balance is not in equality, but in equity. You shouldn't allow one attribute to be at 100% over its opposite, or you will not be able to survive in this world. What I mean is, it's okay for your love to be at 99%, but you need that 1% of hate to make that love strong. Now, I'm certain that many of you would like to think that you don't need hatred, that you shouldn't possess it. But it's that very same hatred. Hatred for injustice, hatred for wickedness, hatred for exploitation, hatred for discrimination, hatred for suppression. It's all this hate that makes your love so powerful and valuable. Think about it this way. Can you make cake from sugar alone? No. The salt needs to be there to balance the taste. So just because something may seem as a bad or wrong quality to have doesn't mean that it actually is. It's all about how you use it. For instance, compassion is the sympathetic concern for the suffering of others. But if you have too much compassion, people will tend to take advantage of you and use you as a crutch for as long as they could. Whereas if you have too little compassion, you will tend to not care about others, and this can cause you to become cruel and wicked. So, whatever is the weak point that is stopping you, make that choice to change and find a balance within yourself. A key to achieving that change is to practice self-control. Self-control in the little things, the thin cracks in your armor that make you vulnerable. so that you could achieve self-control over greater things. You may think that tiny cracks in your armor are nothing to worry about. But if a single loose thread has the potential to unravel the entire fabric, then one crack has the potential to shatter your entire armor. One major contributor to weakness is living in the past. Because when you do this, you tend to recall and relive your past decisions constantly, and that can cause you to feel insecure and vulnerable. It could even create new weaknesses. You need to accept that those struggles and failures are what made you who you are today. And even though your past may be remorseful, even though your present may be grim and disheartening, you still have the choice to change and create the future you truly desire. Start searching for your weaknesses, and when you do discover what it is, think of a method that will successfully help you to overcome that weakness. One method you should try is to express yourself in constructive ways. When you bottle up how you feel, it could cause the weaknesses within you to enlarge. And that is a major reason why some people just trip, because they've been bottling up emotions for so long, endured their weaknesses, and been manipulated for so long that they just explode, becoming violent, vengeful, and bitter. Sharing your pain and regrets help you to let go. And I'm not talking about talking to someone who is just going to lecture and judge you. I'm talking about talking to someone who will let you vent your anger, cry your heart out. Someone who will let you express your hurt and the pain without judgment and criticism, and be there to give you sound advice when it's over. This will help you to get over what psychological weaknesses you may have from the past, so that you can start working on your habitual weaknesses. Find your weak spot and don't allow your weaknesses to ruin your life. Don't allow weakness to stop you from accomplishing your fullest potential. I hope you liked this video and found it useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.